Hi, my name is Tonara. I am a piano teacher here in the Silicon Valley, and today I'd love to talk to you about some subscriptions I use in my studio that I find incredibly valuable, and I will let you know what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and if you find this video useful, please let me know down below by liking it. Thank you so much, and let's keep on watching. So the first resource, the best resource on earth, I don't know if it's on earth, but it's a really good one that I absolutely love, is called My Music Staff. Now, you might already be familiar with this, but I'll just tell you what I like about it and what I do not like about it. You can try it out for free for a month, I believe, before signing up. I'll leave the link in the description below if you want to try it out. So what I like about My Music Staff is the invoices part. It is a huge pain to remember how much each family owes. So instead of you thinking about it and also remembering to send it to that parent or scheduling it, what you could do is you could just set it up on My Music Staff and it will send it out for you. This is very professional looking. You can include what you want to, and it eliminates the teacher as that middleman. It looks very professional and everyone thinks it's awesome. So I love that invoicing. Another thing I love is that you could keep track basically of everything you're buying, your business expenses or what your business needs or anything else related to your business. You could put it on My Music Staff and you could put a receipt. So when you do taxes next year, it is easy to look at everything. You have a breakdown of everything. So another thing I like about My Music Staff is that you can take lesson notes and send those directly to the parent or to a student or whoever you want to. Obviously, you can do this in a Google Doc or in an email. You don't have to pay for My Music Staff for that. However, I do find it helpful just because it's so convenient. It's in one place and you can quickly reference old notes, and parents tend to like them. The second subscription that I use in my studio that I absolutely love is Sproutbeat. Now, I think Sproutbeat could be improved as an app, and I do think it's a little bit pricey based on my needs. However, it is awesome because students love it. They love the worksheets and it's nicely done. If you don't know about Sproutbeat, check out this link. I do want to say it was quite confusing in the beginning to figure out what to sign up for or figure out why it works as an app versus on desktop. It was a little bit confusing, but I do encourage you to try it out. There's also a Facebook group you can check out and let me know if you ever tried it. Another software that I love to use, or app if you want to call it, is Tonara. I do like Tonara. However, I think it is a little bit expensive. Obviously, you get what you pay for, but I still think it's a little bit expensive. What you need to know about Tonara is that if you have students who are extrinsically motivated, who never practice or who don't practice enough and you want to put an extra push, Tonara is great for that because it gives you points based on practice. You can give extra points based on assignment completion, and students love it. Now, sometimes this will not work for students who already practice and do not need this world of points. To be honest with you, I have given this to some students who already practiced. Don't make my mistake, because I have turned them into little people who just want points. They will do everything for points. It is so bizarre. I don't get it, but it works. So definitely useful in terms of points and practice sessions. It works well for competitive types, and if a student is likely to practice 1% more with Tonara than without it, I think it's worth it. So I definitely recommend it based on that. My favorite feature, though, it's not just the points, but my favorite feature is that each student has a profile and you can message that student. For example, why is this good? You eliminate the parent as a middleman. If a student is like 7 or 8 and they don't text, you have to go through the parent every time, and sometimes they're busy. They're just not going to remember to do what you asked. And they're not the ones taking the lessons, it's the student. And if you say this directly to the student, then in that moment they become responsible for their behavior. So it encourages independence. It helps with writing too, or with typing on the computer. And you just feel closer to your students. I feel like they can have more access if they have questions instead of waiting for the next week. Now, as a side note, this can be bad. Don't respond to them at all times. But if this is something you want to do and you want to have access, I want to say, if you want your students to have access to you through this message world, definitely recommend it. My favorite thing about Tonara is definitely the messages. Each student has a little profile where they can message the teacher, and guess what? They can send recordings. So if they send a recording while they're practicing, they can get extra points, huge motivating factor for them. But also you can listen to it in advance and only work on the most important things in the lesson instead of repeat certain things that you could have done throughout the week. So sometimes what I do is I ask them to send me a recording, usually like 30 seconds, because most of my students are beginners, and I will review it. I will tell them feedback. They will improve it instead of focusing on the same piece for 7 days, learning it wrong, and then we have to come back and fix it. So that I absolutely love that. So another thing that I love Tonara, apart from the messaging feature and the point system feature, is that it makes your studio very unique. So if you offer this, parents will think that you are more professional, you are putting more resources for your students, more opportunities, and you can also increase your price. You can offer something that not everyone offers. So we talked about what I liked about Tonara, but also, what do I not like about it? Well, I said already that it's a little bit expensive, that there's no desktop version for students. It's only on apps, and some parents do not really want students to be on more technology. Students can have a lot of access to you, and this can be bad for you, as we said, if you don't want them to text you all the time. And then another thing that I do not like about Tonara is that it kind of reinforces this extrinsic motivation. Our goal as piano teachers is to help the student be intrinsically motivated and learn for the sake of learning. So a recap of what we talked about today: my music staff, Sproutbeat, and Tonara. Absolutely love them. I know there are more subscriptions out there. Please let me know what you like, what you don't like. If you would like to hear more from me, please follow me on Instagram, the Silicon Valley Piano Teacher, link down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you next time. Please like and subscribe, and have a wonderful week, depending on when you see this. Bye bye.